Hey guys, my name is That Quiet Kid, and today we are going to do Advent of Cyber 2021, which is in which for 25 days we will get one basic beginner-friendly challenge. Get started with cybersecurity in 25 days. Learn the basics by doing a new beginner-friendly security challenge every day leading up to Christmas. So let's dive right into task one, which is the story is the inventory management systems used to create the gifts have been tampered with to frustrate the elves. It is a night shift and Max Toggle comes to McSkiddy, panicking about the gifts all being built wrong with no managers around to fix the issue. McSkiddy needs to somehow get access and fix the system and keep everything on track to be ready for Christmas. You have to simply click on view side and it will open up this sidebar on which you have to do the practice. For learning objectives for this task one is what is IDOR vulnerability, and how do I find and exploit IDOR vulnerability, and challenge walkthrough. So what is IDOR vulnerability? IDOR stands for insecure direct object reference, and it is a type of access control vulnerability. And access control vulnerability is when an attacker can gain access to information and actions not intended for them. An IDOR vulnerability can occur when a web server receives user applied input to retrieve objects, files, data, documents, and too much trust has been placed on what input data, and the web application does not validate whether the user should in fact has the access to requested object. So how do I find IDOR vulnerability? It is quite easy. As you can see that there is a ID parameter which is equals to 23, so we will start changing it to 22, 21, and and we will see if the website uh, trusts the user's input and shows the user with the ID of 21 or 22. So post variables, in this example you can see that there is a hidden parameter type hidden and name which is equals to user ID, and its value is 123. So what I can do is I can change the value from 123 to 121, 120. So you know what I'm trying to say. And cookies, so as you can see that in this example here the user ID, cookie user ID is equals to 9, but for tampering, after tampering we have changed it to 5. And if the website is vulnerable to IDOR vulnerability, it will show us the give us the cookie of user with the ID 5. IDOR in the while seeing a product user service identifier in this URL otherwise is a must to test. IDOR vulnerabilities can relieve sensitive information as well as potentially giving you access to usual restricted site functionality. For security reason, researchers IDOR vulnerability can be impactful, and reporting them can yield a good bug bounty. See this article where an IDOR vulnerability report to PayPal has a 10,500 payout dollars payout. So challenge walkthrough. Click the green view site button at the top right of this task to open the inventory management system. Here you will find a mock browser on the completed users page showing the images of toy which have been made incorrectly due to Grinch tampering. So this is the page. We have already clicked on that green button on the top right of the corner. So what do we have to do? So the build page shows the different toys and the parts that they are made of. The inventory lists the individual items. Okay, so let me show you the builds. So actually the toy train, it is made by train base and teddy bear head instead of train wheels. So the Grinch has messed up all this stuff. So what do we have to do? Okay, we have to find the Grinch's ID and revert all these changes that he has made. So I guess what we have to do, um, try changing the user ID value in the address bar. It is an activity. So inventory is the description about individual items, and let's go to your activity, and there you can see a parameter, it is which is user ID, and it is equal to 11. So I guess we have to change this because we are exploiting IDOR, and it has been already explained that IDOR can be exploited from this by changing the user ID, by changing the cookie or anything. And if it is hidden, then we can send the request to burp suite and exploit it from there. After finding Santa's account, what is their position in the company? So let's see. Let me try 0. User not found. Let me try 1. Yes, we have found the Santa's account. and his position is the boss. Okay, after finding Max Stalker's account, what is their position in the company? So let's change the user ID to 2. User not found. Let's change the user ID to 3. Yes, he is the build manager. And after finding the account responsible for tampering, what is their position in the company? So 4 is also not a user, 5 is also not a user, 6 is also not a user, 7 is also not. Let's try 8. Let's try 9. Yes, we have found the Grinch is the mischief manager, the account responsible for changing all the information misconfiguration, for causing all the misconfiguration on the site. I guess it's manager. Okay, what we have to do is reward every action that he has done. Let's reward. So we have found a flag. Try hack me, AOC, IDOR, and some text after that. If you want to learn more about IDOR vulnerabilities, we suggest trying out this room. This is the room. So okay, we will try out later. Tasks released each day get progressively harder but are still guided with walkthrough videos. Come back tomorrow for day 2 stars. So in this way we have completed day 1 of Advent of Cyber 2021, and that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.